I'm making a video to demonstrate the tile work that is currently installed here, and you can see pretty crisp horizontal lines going around. There are two here, and I don't think those lines should exist at all. Just pointing out, you'll see that there are half tiles here, half tiles on this side as well, and then down here again, here's our other horizontal line. Whereas this shouldn't exist, when instead what should really be happening is that when someone does this tile job, they should have, here's what it looks like when it comes, they should have cut out these half tiles all the way across, or ordered tiles that were like this but didn't come with the half tiles, and then they should have linked them up like this. I mean, they could do a better job than what this is done, cutting away those extra strings that are on the edge, but it should look like this. And if we do that, then we won't see these horizontal lines going across. We'll see a uniform look. And so that's why I said this tile job's all wrong. You don't. This is not how it's supposed to be done. The other thing I want to point out, which on the same topic, see if they did it here. Yeah. So really the same thing. I'd argue this is probably a little more nitpicky, but this is how you do it right. You don't join up half tiles to full tiles down there at the back. It's just you're moving too quickly, trying to make the job easier on yourself, but it's not right. Again, same thing here. Crisp line going across half tile to half tile. Just didn't have to be done that way. We've already pointed out in another photo that some of these coping bricks do not match in color. These three here are one color. This color here matches well with everything going around the pool. Here's another one that stands out. And then actually all of these here are a darker shade. All these here, and then back here this becomes the pool color again. These were the bricks that came after the pool coping was done. That was our kind of one delivery on a large pallet, and then these came here. Someone brought them to the house and they rested them in actually this wheelbarrow, my wheelbarrow, and it was full of water, and so I actually I emptied out each one of the bricks and laid them out flat so that when your workers arrived they wouldn't be sopping wet. Considering this has to be redone, I'm not too concerned about it, but this section here is actually slightly raised, and it looks like it wasn't done with as much care as the rest of the work. Over here, everything is pretty uniform and nicely lined up. But when we get here to this section that was done a little bit later, you can see this gap is just too large. And this stone is raised, and you end up with a little, like this whole joint here, just too wide in comparison to the joint over here. Just not done as well. And you can even see if you're over here at the side of the hot tub, which, I've got to live here for the next 20 years, and I don't want to have to point out these things that are just not done the way they should be done. You can see if you're looking, you might be able to see, but the stones kind of are raised over on that side. Otherwise, I've looked at the tile work around most of the pool. I haven't walked around every foot by foot, but I would say that it looks like it's pretty good. And I know the tiles were the way they come in the box. They're shipped to kind of install nicely where there's halves on the top and halves on the bottom. So yeah, it looks pretty good. I don't know exactly how the company is planning on handling the stones on the steps, but I know that we've had a discussion about it, and you know, I would like to for someone to actually show us what is the design going to be before it gets in there, because we've talked about it. Now we have tiles. I'd really enjoy if somebody could say, "Oh, okay, we're gonna put these, you know, 3 stones together," or what is it going to be before, before it actually gets installed, so that there's just not any miscommunication and we don't have to redo anything. We'll just be great to just get it right. I think that's all I got.